We good?
Check.
All right. I forgot to look at
We're here.
Hell yeah, pod.
We're here,
Yeah.
and we support the queer nationalist agenda.
That's not. Yeah, that's what we're doing for sure.
So what's on the agenda this week?
To make sure we
that
make.
jacket?
I want to
That
make.
fucking jacket's
I
on
wanna
the
make-
agenda.
I think it's good because there's too many people on the earth, and the more gay people there are, the more people that don't reproduce. It's
Oh,
like
there you go.
so. Like
I don't know.
You know
I know,
what I
so
mean?
they're doing
Yeah.
their part, is what you're saying?
I'm saying that we need to make sure more people don't have children, and they cut off their penises.
Okay.
I think like you're talking about your buddy that like their kid that was like we
Yeah.
should chop that kid's dick off like just immediately.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Didn't even give him a choice. Make him just
I
transition
mean, I
immediately.
know. The kid doesn't even have a dick yet. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know. Cut that.
Oh
one
yeah, that
short.
one had a vagina. I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
There's a woman trying to be a man.
I actually have a serious question though. What do we think about circumcisions?
I think
Nobody wants less dick. Okay, let me tell you that right now, bro. Nobody wants less dick. I can tell it.
Because I am circumcised.
I think-
and,
Yeah, same.
And
So-
Yeah, same. I know.
I
yeah.
didn't
That's
see-
the unsearched brethren in the
I
fucking
mean,
I
corner
wasn't,
over there.
So, dude, so my mom lied to me about being circumcised.
Which is so
Oh,
funny, dude. I love
no.
this story.
Yeah, no, I actually it's like this. I wrote a bit about it recently. I was like, or this is a while ago, like it may be like a year ago. I was like writing a bit about it because like I was on the phone with my mom and I was like, she's like, oh, she always would tell me I'm circumcised, and then like I didn't know when I was younger. Like when I was younger, this girl was like giving me head, and she's like, you know, your penis is uncircumcised, right? And I'm like. My mom told me it was, you know.
I've never seen another one before.
I thought that's what
Wow.
I thought they all had the hood.
But
I thought that's what circumcised was.
You can't call it the
I mean, I didn't.
Turtleneck is that better? But I was just kind of it was just like a weird thing. My mom lied about it, and then I posted on the internet, and my mom was like, literally, she's like, "You are circumcised, right?" And I'm like, "No,
Right?
I'm not." And then I sent my mom like a diagram on like the internet. I was like,
I thought you were gonna say I sent her a photo.
I know. I was like, "See, mom, mine's the one that's on the left. It's like crawling, you
I know,
know."
that'd be wild. Just send your mom a dick pic, like, no, look.
And then apparently my mom said there was some shit that because like when I first was born, they had like I had like a hydro seal on my penis or something.
A hydro.
I don't know what the
that
fuck
mean?
I don't know what any of it,
Oh.
but basically I had like this like problem with my dick or something when I was like born.
You got the
And,
same
like-
problem to this day, dog.
Like there's this like seal on the foreskin, right? That's like I always was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Right? And like I think they just sealed me up and didn't circumcise me.
Oh god.
And like they just like and here's the thing, my mom was broke and had me when she was 18, so I think she just told everyone that she circumcised me.
Yeah, but she was
Maybe.
going through the motions,
Yeah,
baby.
I don't
She
know.
stood on business
She's
without
like, whatever.
choice to the point she even forgot, dog. That's
But I think
crazy.
it's good not to be circumcised, dude. I think circumcised is mutilation, dude. According to these things I be reading on Reddit, bro, these dudes be stretching, like trying to re-stretch their foreskin and shit. You seen that?
no.
That shit crazy.
What?
It's like, bro, they like people like that, like they've been mutilated
It's-
according to him.
Is it like when women want to redo their hymen and they get the surgery to put it back? It's
No,
like,
well, apparently they say like when they circumcise you, you like lose a lot of feeling.
wow.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's what they're saying, right? They say when you're circumcised, like your dick is like more calloused and shit because it's not protected by the hood. And they literally sell these things that are like makeshift hoods that you can put over like their fake foreskin
What?
that men will put, and it'll re-soften their penis.
Oh, okay.
That's
I thought it was
crazy.
like more like a.
You know, and
what are those
there's tools,
Merkins, you know, like
tools
the
too
fake-
that like they'll stretch the foreskin
Yeah.
back out.
That's
Oh
crazy.
wow.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing, man. Like old episodes of Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast.
Uh-huh.
One of their first like sponsors for the show was like
Was a hood stretcher?
Yeah, a hood stretcher, yeah.
Hood stretcher, baby.
Yeah. They're like, this isn't a weird ad read, but it's our first one.
Well,
But-
I will tell you, just in related, this is a breaking news. When I was 19 years old, I got my dick pierced.
Did you?
Really?
Yeah, I only left it in for about 2 years, but
Man, I wish. Do you have a picture?
I know, I just asking
I
for
got
a
you,
friend.
bro.
Yeah, asking for a friend.
I'm trying to
I got a
see,
whole
dude.
zip file.
No homo. No homo. I'm trying to see. Like, did it hurt?
So
How-
I'll walk you through the whole thing. You know,
Do they pierce like it through the head,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So
How do you pee? Is it just fine to pee
Dude,
through
I'm
that?
gonna get to all of this.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, we're jumping the gun right now.
so girl lost my virginity too. She came up to Oregon to visit me, and I was just like first girl that was with, so I was like crazy about her, you know,
Yeah.
obviously. And she's like, "You should get your dick pierced," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then when it came down to it, oh yeah, and she was like, "Oh yeah, and I'll give you a blowjob before you do it." And then I was like, never got head before, so I was like, "Okay, cool." And so we go to the piercing place, and then like
Damn,
she's
dude.
like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Okay, let's go." And then like I was ready for the head. I wasn't ready to go inside, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And-
Yeah,
and then
you were gonna
it's-
pull a spin move last second on him, like
Yeah.
after you got the head.
Yeah. I was like, all right, nah, I just changed my mind. I'm too religious. But yeah, so and then being that young, you know, you're kind of a little homophobic, and then it's like, oh, a guy is gonna be piercing you. It's like, oh no, you know, like I was like freaking out, and
You're like, bro, if I get hard while he's holding it.
yeah. But it ended up being okay. So what they do is they get these little like pinchy, like they look like tongs, like at a barbecue, and they pinch the head, and then they basically put a needle through the bottom, and it pops through the top, and then they put the barbell in. And so what happens is you bleed for days, and it just you need to drink lots and lots of water because it clots in your pee hole, and you got to pee it out, and it fucking hurts, man. I mean, I've never had a kid.
What the fuck?
I never had a
Hell
kid-
yeah.
I never
I
had a kid-
thought it would, how bad it. That's crazy
Yeah.
that it's like that bad.
Yeah.
Like it's like that painful.
Oh yeah, man. And
I don't know, but the
Yep.
swelling was great.
for the first couple days, you know, you have to put a paper towel like around
Yeah.
your dick just to collect the blood, and
Oh,
then
that's gnarly.
and then once you know it heals up and you start to like get hard, then you need to change the barbell out because it's too small. You know, it's like cutting off the
Oh,
circulation
man.
and all that. And but yeah, no, it just the second girl I was with, she asked me to take it out, and then I did, and I didn't put it back in, and then I was like, that's it. So
That's it.
now I have a hole there that like sometimes if I pee really hard, it'll dribble out of the bottom of the hole.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So you know,
Damn, that's hardcore, bro.
but yeah, no,
That's
it's-
I like that. That's a good story, dude. I can't believe you pierced your dick. That's
Yeah.
hardcore, dude.
yeah.
That's
well,
pretty metal, man. That's pretty metal,
It's
dude.
pretty
Just-
fucking rock.
I
yeah,
have
for
never
sure.
showed any males, but if you want to give me a spot on your comedy show, I'd be happy to show you my my
big
piercing hole.
Dude. And you know, I mean, I feel like I don't know what's worse for bleeding out your dick, from doing too much ecstasy, because that's why I bled out of my dick, or getting pierced.
I know. At least the piercing, you get something out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And then like
I
when
mean,
you're
it-
bleeding out of your penis, like when you're peeing, like the bleeding's like internally somewhere, so that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I know. I know. Yeah, at least with
And
that
it's-
one, it's like, yeah, you at least know where the blood's coming from. Like, oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah. Well, and it's the things, you know, it gets caught on your zipper, and it's just you gotta just be hyper aware all the time. Like this is gonna
This is gonna
Fucking
fuck
suck.
my day up.
and here's I have this other theory too, and you guys probably agree with me here. So when I always felt like it was kind of like easy to get aroused, you know, because you got this piercing in there.
yeah.
Every woman that I've known with nipple piercings seems to be like, you know, very promiscuous,
Yeah,
as they
yeah,
say. And so I feel like it's like, you know, their nipples are constantly hard, so they're feeling, you know, that
more emotion.
they're like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
ready, you know, I'm feeling more
She's
ready to go all the time.
ready to
so,
churn butter.
so I don't know why, but yeah, the reason I say that is just because of the same thing. Like
Yeah, no, that
sometimes
sounds,
it was very easy. I'd be like, at the time I was working at Target, you know, and it's like when you're 18,
Ugh.
19 years old, you're just everything you're looking at. You're like,
Oh, dude, I remember like the wind would literally blow in the
Yeah.
opposite direction.
yeah,
I'd be bricked up. It's funny, actually. When I started, I was peeing blood on my dick, and I started passing kidney stones. My dick really has yet to ever work that like that ever again. It just it's Yeah.
Yeah.
The wind can blow any which way, and it's still just like meh.
Here,
Here we'll throw some topics. Just
Yeah.
guys. Apparently, Tiger Woods is abstaining from sex for the Masters thing, dude.
That's
And, it's,
and
and I'm
crazy
glad.
that
I'm
they
glad. I'm glad that he's not raping people because I know he was getting accused of that. So it's good that like he goes from raping people to like abstaining from sex. I think that's like really powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just what God wanted.
He's like, I'm done raping.
Well,
I'm abstaining from rape.
I don't even think it's the
That's a
concept of
crazy
doing
line.
it. It's just he has so many women. It just takes up so much of his day that he needs to focus on the game. You know.
Was he the one that got caught up for rape, or was he
piercing.
just cheating? Was that
I think he was. I honestly think he was cheating. I know he had like a bad car accident.
Yeah.
and
I
then-
know Kobe raped. That's all I know.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's a little too late for that.
and then didn't he date like that woman, that snowboarder who like she got paralyzed or?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. I don't know.
I don't know shit. I don't know
I don't
shit about golf or nothing. I just wanted to accuse him of rape.
That's kind of your thing.
I'm just like some of the women in the comedy scene. They're like, he did it.
Oh Jesus Christ, man! Like, yeah, I think I've got now 3 women that don't like me for no reason other than just being friends with somebody.
Dude, I saw
It's-
what's her name was at fucking Whiskey Mile tonight. I thought it was crazy.
Oh, dude, that was a whole nother thing. 'Cause,
Yeah?
she was a little late, and I guess they were host and her were texting each other, and yeah, I guess it wasn't a good situation. She sat behind me, and she was like, "Is he always this drunk?" And I'm like, "Is he drunk?" I was like, "Yeah,
Oh.
yeah." And
Damn.
and then
I feel it.
he had said something about because she was late that she's not going on unprofessional. And I don't know why he would say that other than maybe the alcohol, kind of. It's just like
Just
dude,
taking charge.
it's comedy. We
No,
don't
dude,
ever
comedy
start on
is so,
time.
Comedy is so professional, dude.
Like, yeah.
I had a spot in Tacoma the other night. You know what I was doing? I was at home probably dry beating my dick, railing ketamine, missing my spot because I'm lost in life.
Because I didn't know I was supposed to be up.
Was that to the comedy club or was that
Yeah.
that show that
No,
they
it was
had
the
in
comedy
Seattle?
club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Way of the road, dude.
Yeah.
No, I
hey,
mean-
hey, it's chill.
Very
Hey,
professional
hey,
here.
Hey, it's chill. Got another spot coming up.
No,
on
what
Monday.
makes me laugh so hard about it is I've been signing up for Tacoma for like a year straight.
Yeah.
And the one time I don't check, I get put on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
The
I
one
know.
time where I'm like, they're not putting me up. They never do. And then they did.
I don't know what it is, man. The first month of the year, I did pretty well going down there, and then just the last few times, it's just been terrible, like just dead.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
every time I've gone to Tacoma, has sucked.
Yeah,
To
And-
be honest, to the point where I'm like, oh damn, this is like I could just hit an open mic in the city
Mhm.
and saved gas, and I would have got like the same like rep in,
yeah.
you know, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's only been one time I've gone to Tacoma, and I swear it was like super sick. Sixth and Proctor was fun,
Yeah. That's
but that room
I had a
was
good
fun.
set there, but
That
the
fun
last
room's
time was
fun.
not.
Dude, apparently people sued Madonna over starting her concert late. I think that's pretty sick.
I mean,
I don't know.
she's got disposable income.
Yeah. Really, any reason to be suing Madonna seems like a good
I just
reason.
think that's cool. I think it's just we can just sue people for anything. They're
Yeah,
like,
for
dude, you
anything.
started, dude. That's what fucking what's her name should have did to Sam. She should have sued Sam.
She's a
Or-
lawyer.
or-
Oh, wait, no, so-
My
Little-
bad.
little
We're not
inside
beeping anything
baseball
out. My
there.
bad. I'm dropping names and shit already.
Little inside baseball there.
Inside the park for sure.
No, anytime anyone takes like anything in comedy serious, I'm like, you've taken the fun away from it from
Yeah.
me. You have now like where I come to do this to like relax and just kind of like have fun and riff,
Have
know.
a moment.
have a moment
yeah.
away from my horrible life that I hate. That for some reason comedy makes somewhat better. I guess that's sad. But yeah, like the
Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, go ahead.
this-
I think today's a special day. I want to look something up really quick.
all I know is there's an eclipse happening and all of the F words,
Yeah.
and I mean F words, are acting up.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
They're all like Mercury and red. I'm like, dude,
There's no
Oh.
mercury in Gatorade.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
What?
Tomorrow is the 30th anniversary of Kurt Cobain killing himself.
Nice. That's a good anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Celebrate
there you go.
suicide. We like that here at the
Yes.
Hell Yeah
Yeah,
podcast.
and, yeah. There's,
Dude,
two,
so this-
there's two things that we know
Yeah,
around
I
here, dog: depression and suicide.
Apparently, this is some Fox News because we like to read Fox
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
on Hell Yeah.
Fox News supports comedy.
I'll tell you what. At 27 years old, I didn't think I'd be reading fucking Fox News
Articles,
articles
you know.
as much as I do, bro. That shit's so funny.
I mean, they're hilarious, but this one,
They're
dude, this
so
man
funny.
caught red-handed with an Easter egg filled with nearly 200 fentanyl pills.
Jeez.
That's
What?
headlining news. Look at him, bro.
yeah, bro, that boy's been on straight.
He's like, that's the plug, bro. I bet Mercury was in Gatorade. That's why they called him. Dude.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Andre 3000.
Damn, dude. Okay, dude. A wife, right, of a rancher in I think it's Texas. His wife has just started shooting illegal immigrants.
What?
Yeah, and she apparently was just found dead on her property.
Oh, damn. So
Because
wait.
like it's not like dude, because out in like Texas and stuff, it's not illegal for like people to like reprimand like illegal immigrants and stuff because the problem's so bad. So like people can just like take vigilantiness into their own hands. And I'm assuming this lady was doing something like that and like got off it, and then like some straight Mexicans pulled up on her spot and were like, nah, bitch.
Nah. Yeah, you done?
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
you know, growing up in California, tons of Mexicans. I was always like, oh, these little guys are nothing to worry about. And then you start to learn about cartels and El Chapo and the Colombian necktie. And you're like, you know what? Mexicans are probably the most hardcore.
Dude, Mexican
besides the
culture-
Russians, you
yeah,
know?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Mexican culture is pretty hardcore, man.
yeah.
I don't know though. Like, them fucking Indian, bro. Those Indians, dude.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about Indians or Native Americans?
I heard Native Americans were crazy back in the day historically. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's why Columbus killed all of them. Sorry, that's horrible. But
You're just acting a fool.
apparently they were cannibals.
Really?
Yeah, like there was a certain big Indian tribe that I was like watching on some fucking thing or whatever that was like literally eating people, and like that's like why like people were like okay with them like genociding all those people that ate people
Oh, that's crazy.
because they're like, yo, they eat people, dude. They're animals, like
Yeah.
like literally, like you know.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm not saying that they all did. I don't know. I just
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I didn't watch my buddy John get eaten by a bunch of Indians. I might have felt different. I don't know.
It wasn't there.
So you actually might like this since you're into the culinary world.
Yeah.
You guys know the Donner Party, you know.
Yeah.
So they ate people. I was watching this documentary on one of those like History Channel,
tried,
and this guy who was like an expert was like a nutrition expert said that if you were to eat human meat, it would actually be better for you than animal meat because it's less breaking up because the proteins are
That
similar.
makes sense. Yeah.
So the question is, Jesse, since you're a big fan of the Seattle comedy scene,
Medium rare.
which comedian would you like to eat if you were a cannibal?
John Banning.
That is some rotten meat right there, baby.
I don't know, dude. I think that's way above my pay grade. I would say though, if you were to cook a human, I think you would probably just cook it just like a piece of like fucking beef or bison, like just one
Pork,
and
maybe similar to pork.
No, bro. No, I think 125. I think fucking meat. I think medium rare would be totally chilling. Totally rare. Yeah. Medium
Dude,
rare
so
to medium. I think
This is kind of crazy. A company made a fake AI special of George Carlin, and then they sued people. George Carlin, whatever his people sued him,
his daughter, and
they lost. Or creating fakes.
they
Company-
won
they lost the lawsuit. The people that created the
AI.
The AI.
Diddy's gonna be coming after us for the fucking.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
for that
for our
show.
poster. Yeah, oh yeah. Stand on business, baby. May 6th. Diddy may or may not be there. It's the rumor.
It's still up in the,
The
air.
rumors going around.
Yeah,
They
bro.
said he fled the country, but I think
He might just end up at Central Saloon.
he's hiding out in Pioneer Square.
I mean,
damn.
honestly, kind of the place to do it, dog. That's a city built on top of a city,
Yeah,
Pioneer Square.
I mean, dude, if Diddy was hanging out at First Ave, I'll tell you this: he's not going to get arrested down there.
no, bro, that boy can stand on as much business as he
If you've
wants
seen
out
him
there.
recently during COVID, he had that big old beard and stuff too. He looks like he's been down on First Ave.
Yeah, no, fucking for sure.
He's been
dude,
hanging
he
out
does.
with Fat Dog.
I know that's fucking crazy. I know. I do see people, and I'm like, all right, yeah, this looks like First Ave. This looks like Third Ave. Like, yeah. Then you start seeing good looking people. It's like, oh, this is Broadway.
So has it always been that way? Because you grew up here, right?
I mean, it really started getting bad in like 2012. Like, it was. I mean, it
Yeah,
always
it definitely
they're
was.
always had its spots. Like Pioneer Square is like always been hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Like-
I think around like right before COVID, man. I remember things were just getting kind of weird then, and then like COVID hit, and then the city just like fucking fell apart, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this one first U.S. black astronaut candidate will finally get to go to space at 90 years old.
Oh,
Damn, that's sick, bro.
shout out Cliff Barnes,
Dude.
comedian.
bro.
They're like, all right, well, you get one.
yeah, dude.
He's
that's
like
crazy.
on
I
his
know we don't normally let blacks up there, but we'll let you this time.
Bro, I don't know. At 90 years old, like, dog, he's gonna have a heart attack on
On the way
launch.
up, yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
bro,
That's
on
what
launch. Like,
that's what they're
you guys
hoping.
are sending a dead body into space.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up.
He's probably terminal and it's like his last wish.
Apparently, 56 years ago was when Martin Luther King was assassinated today. So shout out that.
Wow,
Damn.
what a wow. So
Make
today
Nickelodeon
lots
great
of
again.
Famous gunshots here at the Hell Yeah Pod.
Shots fired.
Shout out Martin Luther King, bro.
Also, shout out to the gunshot at the Shanghai that happened a few months ago.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that was crazy. I know, yeah, dude, that dude died. Like, yeah, you did. We heard.
Dude, someone apparently got their a kidney transplanted from a pig,
What?
and it worked.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
That's kind of nuts. That's kind of disgusting,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, I've heard of the pig heart, and I mean, these days you figure they're just gonna 3D print everything. So
Yeah, no, you're right. Honestly, I would take a 3D printed fucking kidney. That'd be sick.
Dude, if I
dude.
could 3D print me a new nose and fucking
yeah, bro. Yeah, you'd run. Yeah, I know a couple little upgrades, and we're giving that boy a
Yeah.
little stretch. Like,
I give myself one of those big Jew noses, dude.
Yeah,
you ever
I
seen
know,
those, dude?
dude.
I've seen those. I'm like, damn, you can fit so much up there.
I know, you're just sitting there, just hiding your bag up
There's
one
so
nostril.
much
like-
surface area. Like,
Yeah,
does it
dude.
ever get stuffed? Like,
I don't think so.
that's crazy. Dude.
not only that, people pay you more respect with the big nose.
No, they really do, dude. They just know that you save money. Well,
Yes.
Yeah, no, you stand on business.
Yeah, this man stands on business.
you could like fuck a bitch with one of those noses. You know what I mean?
no. Hey, you're just eating pussy real quick. Just getting fucking nose full of that.
Yeah, dude. You know.
I mean, there's got in the history of the world, there's got to be at least one man who put his nose in there. And
I mean, dude, I think it's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive it's
It's
a
a
thing,
thing.
bro.
yeah, I mean, you got feet, you got.
I mean, bro, that people like people like
Like-
feet, dog. So like people like getting fucked with the nose.
do you like anything weird on a woman?
Do I like anything weird on a woman? I think it's just weird that I like women. Anything weird on a woman? I definitely will say that I think I've like jerked off to like prolapsed or like gaped assholes before. And I've really questioned my life choices. If that's like weird on a woman,
Doug, I don't know. I feel like anything that is searched on a porn website is like it's just weird in general.
I'm trying to think what I like weird on a woman. I don't know. I know. I remember I was like really deep into porn there, like a couple like a while ago, like in my early 20s, dude. I remember the one category that was like really weird that I got into was the JOI, the joy.
Oh yeah, oh those are great. You know? Those
The
are,
masturbation instructions.
it's kind of like when you get old. Well, when you get older, you know, you need. It's like the women who read the books. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you just need more than the visual.
Yeah, no, yeah. You need a woman to tell you to stop.
Like, come on.
I remember there was the ones. There was like you would get into it as like the joy, but like red light, green light. So she'd be like green light.
Oh man, I haven't heard of this. Oh man.
I watched it all, dude.
This sounds
Okay,
like a fun game, yeah.
I think that stuff's bad for your mental, dude. To have some woman just like red light, green light. Like what's that game you play when you're like, playing it with your penis?
Red Rover.
Oh man, yeah.
Well, I'll say, as I get older, for whatever reason, I just like older women in porn, and it's something about.
I've always been into like the older women,
but it's something
thing,
about
I feel
like the realistic, like I don't want a woman who's out of shape, but I like a little bit of sagging, maybe some stretch marks.
I don't hate it, dude.
A little bit of hanging here, I like it's just realistic, Like, also, I feel really bad about myself. So when I see a woman that's in better shape than me, it's just like that just turns me off completely.
Clip that. That's actually pretty funny. I like what you said there. You're like, I like to feel good about myself during sex. I don't want to feel bad about myself during sex.
Yeah.
God, I remember when I was like the most overweight, like I would like sleep with like very attractive girls all the time, and like I would just be like, I don't even understand. Like,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like was your dad fat? You know what I mean? Like, is this the thing? Like that you just like losers? Sorry, that's horrible.
He's just like loser.
I mean, dude, I could tell by their life choices where their lives were probably going to go, and like I was like not their rock bottom, sadly. I should have been. I think for most people, I'm their rock bottom. You know what I mean? Not even women, just like socially, socially.
Just in general.
Like I feel like when comedians in the scene are like they start defending me, and they're like, "Man, this is my rock bottom. This is it. This is where I've lost it."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Man, he did have a couple good points." Oh God, I don't want to.
I don't know, that bit about him trying to fuck his mom was actually pretty funny.
Dude, that's another thing that I got into that I knew that was like really that's a dark one is the because that's when I used to be the older woman, and they'd be like, "You're being a bad boy, mommy's got to jerk you off." Those are dark times. I'll say this too: any girl that ever calls me daddy or whatever, I'm always like, "Mommy." I think I'll match that energy.
Yeah.
I'm like, so if you're calling me that, like, I'm calling you this. I'm just gonna let you know that.
I think I heard you first say that like about a year ago. I think
I think that was a bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, if this bitch calling me daddy, I'm calling her mommy. Throwing that same energy back at you. I'm like, we're gonna make it weird. We're gonna make this real weird.
That's so funny.
And see how really about it you are.
Yeah.
Any weird porn, Jesse? He's like, well, let me think.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I sniffed coke for like 15 years.
Bro,
dude, I know. Porn gets really, really weird at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, when you're just on an absolute fucking heater. Like, yeah, dude. I know the porns there just can get wild for sure. Nothing that really like stands out that I quite remember, but like, yeah, for sure it's there, dude. Yeah, no fucking question.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there's been some fucking weird ones, man. I remember like that when I was like really like, I was like, am I a piss guy? You know?
Yeah, bro. I know, that whole decision really changed the course of your life. Like, bro, that was a game time decision. You were making a life choice right there. Like, bro, you don't realize how big of a moment that was, dude. You dodged such.
You take the red pill.
You dodged such a fucking bullet, dude. That's crazy. I never.
This is your chance.
Had that conversation with myself, dude.
Bro, I was so clacked out, like probably like 2 day bender.
I'm gonna be having that conversation with myself tonight. I'll tell you that, bro. I didn't know I was supposed to have that one. That's crazy. Like, bro, I thought you were just like, you're like,
oh, dude, I used to have a problem with pornography, dude. I used to have a problem, dude. I'd be fucking just.
We've all been there.
No, man, I was like,
I know,
no,
bro,
as bad as me,
have it,
dude.
dog.
I'd be like on Chatterbait, like dry beating my dick in front of people, trying to get a quarter.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
They'd be asking me for gay stuff, and I'm like, hey, if you want me to do anything gay, it's gonna be like $500. Like, you want me to shove something in my ass? You send me $500 in tokens, dude. I'll shove whatever you want up there. Okay? I get it. It's a steep price. There's a lot of other men on here doing it for cheaper,
Yeah.
but I'm not other men.
But I'm not like other men.
Yeah.
I'm different.
I stand on business.
I'm over here jacking off in front to women while other men watch me. It's not that gay.
Yeah.
I'm justifying
Yeah.
it. I'm
still,
still,
it's still pretty gay.
it's still pretty gay.
Still
Even though I
pretty
got laid a bunch of times on Chatterbait. It's kind of crazy. I had to do something, you had to do a couple gay things, and then you just trip and fall into pussy, you know?
Oh,
I know,
man.
how else you get into the industry? That's industry
But no,
standard,
I
baby.
remember one night I was like probably just on the sickie, and like I was just like going through Pornhub, and I think I like completed to like some pissing porn, you know. And I was like, am I into this? And like I doubled down and like went back and tried to like just like jerk off the pissing
Right.
porn. And I was like, I'm not into this.
that first one wasn't me.
That first one was just I was
that one
already
you
already
get out?
just in it, you know. I was already rocked up.
I was locked in, coach. I was locked in and bricked up. I was
Yeah, like,
making
and then
this one happen.
And then I tried getting hard to it, and I was like, it wasn't happening.
No.
I was like, that ain't.
Yeah. And yeah, you just chalked that.
That's how
first
they
one
get,
up
that's
to
how
the
they catch you
game.
being gay on a technicality.
Yeah, that first one just caught you slipping.
But it's like, dude, you know, you just like imagine you just getting hit with pussy, and then all of a sudden some man's ass slips in, and you come, and you're like,
Yeah.
dude, I thought I was getting pussy.
And then
How did he sneak in there?
I was in the moment.
I was mid pump.
I was making moves.
And then the government calls you and says, if you don't vote liberal, we're going to release this video on Facebook.
Dude, imagine I want to imagine if I ever get famous and that like if someone's like, because I've like Googled just like the old name from like accounts like
Oh,
or
me
stuff that I, with
too.
like a girl that I was like
Yeah,
on Chatterbait or like old account me, and there's just like all this old shit of me just beating my dick or like fucking some girl or something. And I'm like, man, if I ever get anywhere, what's funny is I'm gonna be like, the funny thing is I've already had read jokes about it and stuff, so I'm like, just release them, dude.
Yeah.
just release them.
You should put a paywall behind it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just charge $3 on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It seems it's not that much.
Yeah.
It's a good deal.
Yeah.
It's
Good
a
deal.
good deal. It's a good deal for some flip phone videos.
Like really shitty like web camera from my old like
Real
2000 one like laptop that I was beating my dick in a fucking Motel 8 in, smoking cigarettes in the Motel
at the
8,
same time.
like
just dry beating your dick and chain
ripping
smoking-
darts.
Yeah, bro, just
So-
chain smoking done.
I remember that was the thing when I would like beat off online. I would just chain smoke fucking cigarettes.
Bro, no, that right there still wasn't even the rock bottom.
No, dude, my rock bottom was my childhood. I mean, honest. Just being born.
It's all uphill from here,
Yeah.
baby. Like,
rock bottom was a couple moments in my childhood. I feel like because those really defined who I was. You know, it's like what are you doing to my mom? And then I'm like fucked up in the head for the rest of my life. You know?
Well,
Or like I get beat in church for not singing church hymns, and I'm like, is it my fault?
yeah.
Is it me?
It's definitely.
Should I sing the church hymns? I don't want to.
Honestly, I don't think
Yeah.
they hit you hard.
And then I remember when they would hit me, I started to like it. And that's-
Yeah. That right there was when you realized you're like, damn, maybe I am into piss.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little peeing.
Everyone can get beat.
Just
a little
right,
bit as a
like I
treat.
have to be like watching something else, but right before the end, if you just do a little piss.
Yeah.
I was watching this thing. It was like the Channel 5 news or whatever, and
Yeah.
like it was like Teats has like the Patreon episodes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like they go to this like sex thing in San Francisco, and there's just like
Mhm.
this Asian girl and this old guy just sitting in this pool, and people are just peeing on them. And I'm like, how bad? Like that's someone's kid. You know? What I mean?
yeah. Oh,
Imagine, like, dude, I'd be more pissed. Like, you know, kids chopping their dicks off and shit. But dude, if my daughter was sitting in a pool getting pissed on TV, I'd be like, that ain't mine.
That
ain't my kid.
I should have
Disowned.
aborted that bitch.
Yeah.
I should have fucking, I don't know. I should have made fun of retards more so she wouldn't have been capable of making choices like that. She would have just came out full Down syndrome. It probably would have been better, you know? She'd be living off.
Hey, Jesus Christ, tell me how you really feel.
She'd be living off the state. She wouldn't be in a pool getting cuddled by some old dude getting peed on. She'd at least be like, the state would be taking
Bro, I
care
feel
of
like
her.
the Patreon for fucking Channel 5's got to just be wild.
It's pretty lit.
Yeah, bro.
It's fucking pretty crazy.
How much is that Patreon?
Yeah.
Because
I don't know, but it's fucking pretty worth it.
yeah, dude. Honestly, I think just for the pure entertainment, like
No,
yeah.
he does a lot of good content on there on the Patreon. Me and him were like binge watching it like a week ago. Fucking really good stuff on there.
okay,
Like
hell yeah.
very. Some of the stuff was like getting so graphic, I had to like step out of the room for a second.
Yeah,
So is this like what Vice used to be? Is this like
Yeah.
the new Vice?
You know what?
now?
All gas, no brakes. He's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
from
you told me about that,
He's
but
from Seattle,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
it's like no, it's like way crazier than that. Like
Mhm.
this fool just like is on the, like he went to like right when the war happened with Ukraine, he like just flew to Ukraine
Mhm.
and like was just like mid-war, just like filming shit. Like
Yeah.
he's like out there as fuck.
he's nuts.
Have you guys heard of this guy, Vagrant Holiday?
Hey,
No.
So there's this channel called Vagrant Holiday, and there's this dude. There's this dude who's like he's from Seattle. He's kind of a mysterious dude.
Yeah.
His identity is kind of unknown because he hides. But yeah. So it's called Vagrant Holiday. This guy, he goes around and he lives homeless in. He travels around Europe and Japan and stuff like that, and he films the whole thing. And sometimes you see him like getting caught sleeping in the bushes, and people telling him to leave.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Other
yeah.
times he's fucking freaking out because he's like watching people walking by him while he's trying to sleep. This guy, he's got a couple videos
Yeah.
of Seattle because this is where he's from, and I guess during COVID, he couldn't travel.
Yep.
So one of them is a 20-minute video of the downtown during the riots where
Yeah.
everything, and he's inside the buildings, like you could see people
Yeah, no, dude.
smash and grab and
No,
light
so
shit on
he
fire.
did like the it's on his old episodes of all when he was
Oh,
on-
you've seen him?
No, I'm just saying
Oh,
like that
yeah.
that one dude
Oh,
Channel 5 like
yeah.
he went out during the riots when like George Floyd got like killed and like
Yeah.
he was like he has like on his channel like when they're like fucking setting the Wendy's on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
And he's like running through the fucking like Target that's like flooded and people are just ransacking it. It's crazy.
So apparently, though, there's another episode. There's a island in the Puget Sound where there's
Good job.
some sort of a penitentiary for child molesters.
Yeah.
Right on.
And it's here, and he took a canoe over there and snuck on the island. And like,
what's
there's-
it called?
It's called Vagrant Holiday.
Vagrant
He hasn't
Holiday.
released one in a while, but yeah, he's definitely a Washington guy. And
Dude, I don't know if you guys seen that one dude that's like
Yeah.
all over fucking he's like from Kent and he like just like
I think I've heard about
drives
this guy.
like crazy cars and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And he got arrested,
yeah,
right?
He got in,
yeah.
like hella trouble.
Hellcat, yeah.
that dude's crazy.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, bro. It's funny because he just be driving like he just be bulling. I don't know if have you seen him, dude? Like all those like crazy street
Yeah.
videos you see on like
I
real.
know, I used to go to the races and shit all
But
the
that's like that dude. And that's like
Yeah.
all his
Yeah.
content, bro. Like, dude, you know that like the 24-hour fitness and shit. They
Yeah.
have like a whole video where they like burned a car in the middle of that like fucking parking lot.
God damn.
Yeah. And like just had like thousands of kids just swarming the area, just like destroying, like being crazy, doing like it was nuts. I forget his name, but we were watching a ton of his videos. The other
Yeah,
night.
but that guy, he should come to Stand on Business.
that
May
dude's nuts.
6th.
That dude's nuts.
Yeah.
That dude's fucking entertaining,
Yeah.
bro. He crazy though.
Yeah,
But-
I've never been a crazy driver. I've always,
I've just been a drug addict.
Yeah.
I got my thrills of doing drugs. I don't know. This is the thing. I don't really like driving fast or whatever. I just don't feel anything from it.
Yeah,
I guess
I don't even like driving.
it doesn't
I'd
really
rather
give
just
me
fucking
like
ride
going
everywhere.
fast and stuff doesn't really give me like it doesn't flick the bean, you know.
Yeah.
Like you wanted to.
It doesn't gape the asshole, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember
It's
there
not
was
pissing.
I remember there was this one video, dude, where these girls would just shove like Jolly Ranchers up their ass. Like,
Wait, the
or
little ones or the long ones?
Jawbreaker, sorry.
Oh,
the big ones.
okay.
And it was like I was like way too into it. Burning Angels, dude. I remember that.
Oh
dude.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Burning
all the
Angel.
goth bitches
Oh,
and
yeah,
they do some
Yeah.
nasty shit.
yeah. Joanna
God,
Angel,
now we're back on
founded
just
by
porn.
Joanna Angel.
I know,
She's
dude.
Jewish too, with the nose.
I know. Hey, porn,
all comes
porn
back.
in the early 2000s was wild.
dude.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good old porn.
Well, I remember even before streaming, man, we used to go on LimeWire. We didn't even know what the video was going to be. You would just wait 2 days for it to download, and then finally it would show up,
finally
and
get
it'd
to
be
beat your dick.
Mr. Hands fucking a guy.
Dude, I remember my favorite like porn star growing up though when I was like 14 was Amy Reed.
Amy Reed.
I remember.
I know the name. There's a lot of Reeds. There was
I
a
remember
Riley
me and
Reed.
Nick Melanese, dude. Shout out Nick, dude.
Please don't tell me about you and Nick watching.
Dude, we would literally, dude, and his mom would be in the other room, and he would literally turn on the pornography as loud as he could on those little like 2,000 speakers, and we would sit and chain smoke cigarettes while we were. I keep in mind 9 years old, like 9, 10 years old, watching pornography, smoking cigarettes while his mom yells at him. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, mom!" And like that's like. Those are the moments that made me who I am today.
I don't know. Yeah, it really changed.
Well, I'll
your
say,
life.
You know what's funny is like he's like got an education and is like married and shit now and like is actually doing pretty good.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Damn, good
But,
for him, dude.
yeah,
That
he, like,
makes
went
me
to
happy.
Yeah, he's not like blowing out of control like he was, dude. He was like the craziest little kid ever, bro. I remember one time it's like his birthday. And we went like that Billy Madison movie, right? Where you like spark some piece of shit on fire. I remember there was this kid like, it was like Skylar or something. We all fucking hated him. So we like lit up, we all shit in a bag and like put it on his porch and lit it on fire.
Oh my
And
god!
his whole porch caught on fire and like their house almost burnt down. And that was fucking Nick's birthday, dude.
Damn, that's crazy.
Dude, we were such fucking bad kids.
So who was the last one to shit in the bag? Because that was
think
the
we all
worst.
shit in a separate bag and then threw it.
Oh, okay.
And then just dropped
passing the
9
bag.
flaming shits on the
Dude,
the
it was
porch.
so much.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Uh,
And you guys weren't just putting them in the same spot. Y'all spread those motherfuckers
No, we did.
out.
We really did. Like it was like arson.
See,
Yeah, dude.
It was very illegal.
because of all the kids and the tablets, they're never gonna grow up like we did.
Yeah, I remember too. Like it was like maybe a couple weeks later because we would just like do shit like that, you know. And I remember one night, me and Nick were just like smoking weed and shit. Like I said, we're like 10 years old, and like we're just like throwing like boulder rocks. Like we're just grabbing these big rocks and just putting them in the middle of the road and just watching cars drive over them because it's like pitch black. And like I just remember this dude hops up over this boulder and like the whole flat of his car just like falls and like we just start running. And then, like, dude, this is literally like in the backyard of his mom's place. Like,
You guys are running straight to the house to go lock yourselves in the room. Like that boy couldn't see you running in the dark. The 2 fucking big white figures running through the fucking.
no, we weren't
pitch-
big, dude. We were like 10, bro. I was big.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
still like
Yeah.
this size when I was
I
10.
know. Nick's still the same size as when he was 9 years old. That boy never grew past
Fuck,
that.
man. I just remember we do some crazy shit, bro. I just remember that night, too, we were all shitting in a bag, bro. It was like, I was the only one that was like, dude, we should not. Everyone else was like so
yo,
on board.
come on.
I remember I like shit in the bag or whatever, but I
PJ is a fucking saint right
Yeah.
now.
was like, bro, come on, man.
The
Something
voice of
bad's going to
reason.
happen, bro. And like,
Yeah.
I just remember like
You're
something
right.
really bad did happen. Like, dude, they like never. I don't even know if they ever figured out that we did it. And I'm
Till
just
now.
The statute of limitations.
right now
Yeah.
under the microphone. Hey, dude, that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
chill. It's chill.
Okay.
The statute
And I
of
told them,
limitations.
I told them not to do it, and I stayed back. I was a bitch. They were like, "You're a pussy, Pierce," and I was like, "I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with
I'm
that.
fine with that. I feel like you guys are on a bad. Like I threw rocks under the car last week."
You guys are really
Yeah.
going down the wrong
Okay.
road right now.
Dude, I just remember that poor kid. We would make so much fun of him, bro. And like we burned down his house, dog. Like that's crazy. Like that's so mean.
I know,
Yeah.
you guys basically stole the wheels off,
Yeah.
off that house.
Bro.
So does shit actually burn, or is it just the bag? That's
Ju-
what I.
It's
I'm
just
pretty
the,
sure-
it's
I
just
think
the
it's- I
bag,
think
but
it's
the
just-
shit smolders.
Yeah, I think with like how the shit. I don't even think they smelt the shit.
Just
It was
like,
like-
they
I
smelled
I
the
just remember,
burning
like, when
house.
the house
is what
started,
it-
we started like seeing like behind the house,
Yeah.
like the flames like engulfing behind the house, and like I was like, that's not good.
That's not, I don't know. You guys just immediately ran inside to go
I remember
chain
too,
smoke
dude, God,
cigarettes and watch
dude,
porn
yeah,
again.
No, we really would. We would all chain smoke and watch porn, dude. And his mom would buy us cigarettes when we were 9, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah. Literally.
Well, at least
Gotta start them early.
I remember I did like mushrooms when I was over there when I was like 12 years old, bro. It's like how I got my cat Mango. And like I was tripping dick so hard on these mushrooms. Man, he's not going to be hyped if I tell his story, but I'm going to tell it. But I doubt he doesn't even listen to this, so who cares? Dude, Nick got so high on these mushrooms, right, that he started pissing his pants and like all of the like we're 12, dog. We're kids and we ate like each and I think like 7 grams of mushrooms.
Jesus.
And like we're
Just going for
grilling,
it. Yeah.
Hayden, like Nick's pissing all over the house, like ripping his clothes off, punching holes
Yeah.
in the wall. Hayden's just throwing up in the corner, and I'm just sitting there being like, dude, should have we done this? Like this is wrong.
Yeah.
And like Kathy comes in the room and just starts screaming, right? And I remember she starts like beating the fuck out of Nick in front of me while I'm high on mushrooms.
Oh no.
And I'll never forget
The
this.
worst time to do it.
I just remember her beating the fuck out of him, screaming, like literally looking like a demon. And looks over at me. She's like, "Oh man, Pierce, I know you're tripping pretty hard right now. I'm really sorry that this is probably horrifying." And it just goes back.
Yeah.
Kicked his ass. Bro, she was standing on business.
Yeah.
She apologized mid-ass whoop dog. Standing on straight business. She's like, I'm not
Because I'm just
stopping.
sitting there, just staring, just like,
Oh my
God. What's happening? She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Pierce. I'm traumatizing you right now."
Yeah. And I'm not going to stop.
But I'm pissed
And,
off.
hey, I'm not going to stop, but I just want
I'll
you to
never
know
forget
I'm
this
sorry.
too. I remember like while he just like everything's kind of simmered down, like Hayden stopped throwing up. Nick's just sitting in like he's got like a towel over him, and he's just sitting in his own puddle, his own piss. And like I watch it, Nick just like come to. Like Nick hasn't been conscious for like hours, and he comes to and he grabs his dick and he starts singing "She Never Seen" by Mac Dre, and just is like, "It's a hot night, human. Hit this dog, get some OJ Schumann. Ooh, shoot!" And he sings every bar in that song full to its entirety, dog. Passes back out in the puddle of piss, unconscious. Like I was like, Nick, are you awake? Are you good? What was that?
Dog, what's hilarious? And when we were closing tonight, after everyone finally like left the fucking restaurant, they're like, "Oh, what should we play?" And I was like, "Mac Dre Radio." That was the first song
Oh,
that
yeah.
came
Nice.
on tonight.
Ooh, that's like the best song by him, low-key. That or like it's To the Sack and the Boonies, bro. And he's like, "Pimpin', what does it mean? Paper in my pocket, hoes on my team." So fire, bro. I remember Mac Dre literally like influenced me to like not throw dick, you know, and withheld dick, and dick is a commodity,
Yeah.
and like they don't teach that anywhere else.
No.
All I know is growing up, if a girl listened to Mac Dre, she fucks.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude. I don't. Honestly, I don't know. All the bitches in Kent, where I
Dude,
fucking grew up,
every girl
listen
in
to
Kent
Mac
listen
Dre.
to Mac Dre.
Yeah, bro.
No, the one homegirl, like literally, like that is like
That's the
that's
spot,
literally
bro.
everyone
I know.
in Kent, where I'm from. All the bitches
know.
were bumping Mac Dre
Yeah.
at
I
one
know.
point. It was
Yeah,
rough.
Kent is like Seattle's Oakland.
It's,
Like
it's
you know,
rough,
dude,
bro.
like that is exactly what Kent is. It's like it's very similar to Oakland.
Yeah, no, it
It's
really be
wildin'.
like that, bro. Everybody like, I remember like I was hanging out with some like old friends and stuff. They're like, I was like over down there, like, "Oh man, is it weird that I be bumping Mac Dre?" I'm like, "No, you're from Kent."
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. No. You're from Kent. I know. I have to play
Part of
Mac
the-
Dre fucking twice a week, otherwise they take my Kent card.
You're no longer from Kent.
Yeah, bro.
You're
I
Kent
know, I
cred.
gotta stand on business.
Just a
with
bunch
that,
of white
dude.
kids like supporting Bay Area rap. God, so dumb.
Bro. But it literally was everybody in Kent. Like, yeah, you couldn't go to a house party.
Yeah, and there wouldn't be Mac Dre.
Yeah,
just,
I don't know.
I don't know what it was. It was
I know.
crazy.
There would be a speaker playing like fucking like new shit. And then there would be a speaker in the fucking back where everyone was rolling weed, and it was strictly Mac Dre.
Yeah, Mac Dre or
and
like
Too
Andre
Short.
or like Andre Nicotina.
I don't know,
Yeah,
yeah,
oh,
Too
yeah,
Short, a fuckload of
Yeah.
Too Short. Yeah, like
Oh,
early,
Too
like
Short.
yeah, when he was still selling mixtapes like out of his trunk, like that was
Yeah.
like the Too Short that they would play. I was
Dude.
like, what the
Oh,
fuck
bro,
are
so we
doing?
got to eat that pickle.
Oh yeah, dude, let's get this
Let's see
fucking.
how much time we got.
Sour.
We got time.
We're at 15 minutes. We're gonna.
We got
let's-
time. We got time, baby.
Let's
We're-
eat the pickle.
All right, we're.
All
We got
right.
the fucking
The
Warhead sour dill pickle, extremely sour.
Yeah, show
When
the,
I was,
show the camera. You want to dice this up for
Yeah.
us, maybe, and like
Yeah.
put it in threes, and we'll have to eat
Yeah.
like one huge bite.
Why
I
not?
know. I mean, I know. I got shot glasses too. We got to drink the fucking brine.
Oh.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I know. It's part of it.
I haven't
All right.
eaten.
Yeah, this is good to do on an empty stomach.
I
right?
literally haven't eaten in 18
Yeah.
hours. This is like Ramadan for white people.
Yeah.
You break the fast with a warhead pickle.
Yeah. When I was in elementary school, I remember there was like a local news story about like a little girl who burned a hole in her tongue from Warhead's candies. And that was like the famous thing.
I've hated them.
Really?
Least favorite candy. I just got these because like fucking TikTok's like it's like famous eating them on the internet right now. So we gotta do it because we're whores.
Yeah, we're content creators.
I'm just a slut. I don't even identify as a content creator. I identify as slut. Well, yeah, whore. I'm not right now. I'm a slut because I'm not making any money. So. Oh my god, I am not looking forward to that.
So Jesse here, I'm gonna do some commentary here. Jesse he's filling up the shot glasses with the sour Warhead pickle juice.
Oh my god, that shit smells so ratchet.
And he's got this giant. Yeah.
That ain't right.
By the way, Kent is also the city where white guys say the N-word.
Dude, I used to have a black friend in Kent, and if I didn't call him N-word Corey, and he's N-word, hard N-word, he would hit me. Corey would violently hit me. He'd fight me.
It really doesn't smell bad at all, like the pickle. But
I think we start with the pickle. We'll eat the fucking pickle.
So
and then we'll drink the
Cheers, brothers.
we're touching our pickles together, ladies and gentlemen. It just tastes like a pickle.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I'm not drinking that juice.
There you are.
I can't, bro.
Do it for the
You
content.
got a piece of.
Do it for the content.
All right, fine.
I mean, it's a little sour, but
It's weird.
when I used to go to like, well, there's this.
Grab your shots, dude.
Oh, okay.
This is gonna
Football players like to do this for cramps.
This is gonna suck, guys.
Wasn't that bad either. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that was gross.
Ugh.
That was gross.
All
I'm
right.
regretting that.
Okay, right on. Okay.
Am I qualified to perform at Comedy/Bar now? Now that I've made that face.
Well,
That was gross.
that was rough.
That was gross. The pickle part wasn't terrible.
The pickle
It
wasn't
was
bad.
it was soggy.
The pickle wasn't bad.
It was soggy. That brine sucked.
Yeah, Brian was fucking
Yeah.
ratchet. All right, well, we're at like 15 minutes. We can call it. We
Yeah.
ate the pickle.
All right, May 6th.
Yeah, hell yeah! May 6th, stand on business.
May
Central
6th.
Saloon.
Yeah, May 6th, Central Saloon. April 26th, Second Stage Comedy. I will be doing a show, and I'll be at Tacoma on Monday, I guess.
Yeah, the 8th, right?
Dude, guess who's at Tacoma on Monday? Jess is running the light.
right.
Shout out
Man,
you, Jess.
well,
I'll see you Monday, bitch.
yeah.
Hey, $200 still. Hey, it's still
Hey,
staying on the table.
400 for you and your boy to
I
pull
might
up.
just have to go for the entertainment, and we just hit up 907 on the way out.
I'm honestly, that's the plan. Honestly, I'm trying to run some mics that day.
Yeah.
All right, well, love you.
All right.
All right. Peace. Hell yeah.